Friends, I am discussing about collared stem versus non-collared stem in total hip replacement surgery. So, whenever we talk about collared and non-collared stems, most of the times it is for uncemented hip replacement stems. So, this is a typical uncemented hip replacement stem which has porous coating here. Sometimes there will be porous coating or there will be HA coating. This is a porous coating, no collar. So, what is collar? This is a representational stem, this is not the primary stem. However, there is a collar here. So, whenever stem has a flange coming like this in the medial aspect, and this flange sits on this bone here. When it goes inside, here on this calcar, this collar sits like this. So, the collar sits on the calcar, and that is the end of the stem impaction. So, what are the advantages of collared stem and what are the advantages of non-collared stem? So, let us talk about collared stem. What are the advantages? First thing is, it gives immediate stability to the patient. Means the collar sits on the calcar and stem gets stability immediately to get up and walk from next day. Second thing, it prevents early stage subsidence of the stem. Means during the early stage of surgery, when we would have done surgery in 3-4 days or 1 week, 2 weeks, stem doesn't subside. Stem will stand there with the help of the collar holding the stem here. In case of osteoporotic bones, if the bone is very fragile or weak in such situations. Third thing, this prevents periprosthetic fracture, means the fractures happening through the stem when we impact the stem, because this calcar is this neck part, this bone is called very hard bone, and the collar sits on the hard bone. This gives a stability to the implant and the surgery. So, these are the advantages of collared stem. Also, this is called as triple tapered stem. Sometimes collar need not have to sit on the calcar, still it gives stability to the whole of the construct till the proximal part of the femur, upper part of the femur. Why this collared stem is popular in nowadays, recently last 1 to 3 years, is because collared stem are sometimes not as much long as this one normal stem. They are little shorter than the primary stems. They are commonly used for direct anterior approach for total hip replacement. After direct anterior hip replacement has become popular here, this collared stem is also gaining popularity. So, whenever we are doing direct anterior approach, we are choosing collared stem. So, what are the advantages of non-collared stem, which is there in practice from long time now, uncemented stems? So, here there is a proximal porous coating or HA coating. This porous coating, when we impact the stem sits based on the size and thickness of the stem, diameter and thickness. We will come to know when we no longer hit it further, it sits on the inside like this. When it goes no further after we impact, that means to say that is the size of the stem for this particular patient. We will not be able to have micro movement, we will not be able to pull it and remove it easily. That means we are sure that this is the size of the stem ideal for this particular patient. And we don't have to worry whether collar is seating or not. That is another advantage. We can still hit further 5 mm, 4 mm, something like that, depending on the length of the patient's leg. So, there are few advantages like this. So, these are the advantages of non-collared stem. So, we don't have to worry about where is the calcar, where is the collar. We can just, based on the size of the canal, we can implant. So, now the question is, which is ideal, which is the best? There is no conclusive answer for this. Depending on the circumstances, we choose different stems. Like whenever we are doing direct anterior approach, we use collared stem. Whenever we are doing dorsal canal, old patient with 75, 80-year-old patient, that there is a thin fragile bone, better to use a collared stem and get the stability immediately. There is some anterior bowing to the femur, longer stem is not possible, use shorter stem with a collar. Like this, depending on the anatomy, depending on the circumstances, depending on the diagnosis, we change the stem based on the requirement. So I hope you have understood something about stems in total hip replacement. If you have liked this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to share to your family and friends for useful videos of arthroscopy, arthroplasty, joint replacement and robotic surgeries. Thank you very much.